Hi, it's Jez here from Nigezza Creates. Thank you for joining me today. So I've got another charity shop haul for you. You'll notice I'm quite plain here in the background. You've probably seen videos with my new background, but as filming this hasn't arrived yet. Let's start. I've got this punch. You can see £3. Now I did ages ago in a charity shop haul talk about buying a load of crafting material, and I don't think I showed them in a charity shop haul. I bought quite a few punches, but I have shown these and using them in projects. So I got this little stamp and I got this rectangle, and I'm sure I've shown you projects of me using this. And I bought this Martha Stewart border, and I haven't punched it actually, even though it's been sat for ages, but I thought this would be really nice. So let's see what it looks like. Like these, you kind of line them up then so that you get a continuous. How lovely would that be on the edge of a pocket, on the edge of a page? Oh, it's beautiful. Oh yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. There were so many to choose from, I had to actually stop myself, but I like that. Yeah, £3, can't go wrong. So you can go up there. I've got a new setup on my desk, and yeah. So what else did I get? Oh, I got these. These are in several trips that I did. So I got this. I just thought the hearts were nice. I quite liked having this sort of old chain as well, so I'll be chopping that up for different things and using these hearts on different things. What did I pay? £1.50. One of the hearts is a bit brock, but not bothered. So yeah, so I didn't buy it for the jewellery nature. Oh, that's how it goes. Yeah, I'd never wear that in a million days, but yeah, we're using that, so I was quite pleased with that. I've got a little box down there I'm putting things. I got this 95p. There were quite a few bits of ribbon, but there was a bit of me that thinks, I know this style of ribbon, I think this is what they sell in the works, and it probably was this new, so it was like I wasn't going to buy much, but I did like the colour of it. It's quite stiff as well, and I thought, yeah, I can use that. So got that. Got this tin, £1.75, and what I liked with this tin is it opens up down there and it's got that, so it's kind of like, you see it on the side. So I don't know, there was a bit of me that thought I might use this for my alcohol inks because it can get a bit messy, and I can be pulling out and using that as a shelf as I'm using it to do whatever I'm doing, and then put them all back and close it up. That was my thoughts for that. Couldn't resist. I do love a good tin. What else I've got? Oh, this was in part of the crafty stash. Some decoupage papers. Let's have a look at these. They looked interesting. I haven't opened them. That's stuck in there. Oh, make it right. Pig's ear here. Oh, that was folded over. Ah, that's why you're having problems, Jez. So let's have a look at these. Never used decoupage paper, so that's, oh, 1, 2, oh, 3 sheets. Oh, 3 sheets. So it's a full pack that I got. I'm gonna sneeze. So it's a little bit shiny, but yeah, I quite like that. Sure, I'll rip that up and use it in things. It's all sort of dictionary paper, so yeah, quite happy with that. Just something different. These can be quite expensive. I've seen them in the shops and thought, well, I'm not paying that because I don't know what to do with them. So it got the original price on underneath. I'm not bothered. I was happy to pay 55p. So I'm not happy that it don't go back in its box. And do you know what? That's quite an interesting, although I've ripped it there. Could do something with that. Nice little window. What other crafty bits did we get? 80p. So this is one of those, it's a little album. I've got a couple of things like this that I picked up in different craft shows that I've been at that have like little pound shop areas. I haven't been to one for years because I just buy a load of rubbish and then never use it. So I have got a few of these that I found recently with doing me craft room, and it's like, right, get them used. So like that's, oh, it's acetate. So I've got these. Oh, these are just singular boards. Thought they were paper. So 4 boards there, and then the acetate to go with them. All right, I'm sure I'll do something with that. And then I've got rings to go with it. So yeah, watch this space. It's not going back in that pack. And then this one I like because it was like a file folder, 80p. I think this was a bargain. I think this would have cost more. Now, these file folders, that's what I liked about this. This packaging is so tight, it's never going back in. Pull it out. There we go. 2 more little rings. So, again, we've got acetate. Now, I might just use these as dividers. They're nice and thick. I could use this as a sort of a journal. Could cut pages to go in them that are just square like that. Punch a hole quite easily. Got bits of acetate, yeah. Sure, I'll find a use for them. And then I got some dies, £1 for this. Which, what I was intrigued about was that one. It just does a little tag label like that. Really liked it. And then we've got our squares. I don't know what that one is in the middle. A solid bit. Because I'm sure that just cuts it out. And then we've got these layering squares. Quite useful. Well, very useful in fact, especially sort of like things like specimen cards or whatever you want to cut a little aperture out of. Very useful. I don't think I've got straight layering squares like that. So £1, can't go wrong. Really, honestly, can't go wrong for £1. This was another £1. And I've got something very similar to this. But it's like, you know, make your own little doilies. I really like them. Nice, got a little bit of magnet to go on it. Here, just some stitched rectangles, 50p. Those 2 stitched rectangles, they'd be useful. What have we got here? And this one is some fancy. This one did, I think she charged me £1, like all the others on this. So, a couple of fancy frames, and then you've got the rectangle to sit inside the frame, which is very useful. So that would be nice with some of my cabinet cards. That would make nice little, that one's quite wee there. Nice little things. And I did think that these stitches might work with it as well. Possibly. Possibly, yeah, I could put a stitch in. That one's quite big to go in there, but it might still fit in. They were my thoughts. I might even put them together. Stick them together, Jess. And then you've got a spare envelope for something. Oh, this one's got a fancy bit. Fancy that. So yeah, bargain. Bargain if you ask me. Then what did I get? Oh, I got a thumping great big dictionary. Got one of these somewhere else as well. £2.50 I paid for this. It's got little thumb holes, which I loved, and it's just a massive big book. And I did think I could use it for when I'm sticking sticking me all in and making holes. It's quite good for that, although I manage without. But yeah, there is, and it's got, oh look, it's got a map bit there. They're really nice. So yeah, 1,874 pages. So that'll keep me going probably forever. I probably didn't need this, but you can't pass it up when you see them, can you? Well, I can't anyway. Right, let's get that in my little box without crushing anything. I'm still in the middle of sorting things out, so so I bought this because I do plan to do a Beatrix Potter journal. I think I showed you my Beatrix Potter set of books, can't remember, but I bought the whole set of books. They're really old and they came in their own little bookcase and paid tenner for it. They're not getting cut up, but I've got more modern ones like this that I thought what did I pay, £1? 99p. So all of these can get cut out, and there are these little bits if I chose to use that, but I just thought, oh yeah, I could cut all of these out, and I thought 99p was worth it just to be able to cut them out. And they're not, so like I can cut that out and it's nowhere near that one, which was another thing that I liked, that you weren't having to choose between one or the other. And I thought these prompts were quite good if I did want to make a baby album for someone. I've got sort of prompts in here to make my own. I love that. So yeah, I did, and then you've got these nice spare pages which could just go in a journal as is, without anything being sort of added. That could be a nice little section in the journal to add whatever you wanted. So yeah, it's very pleased with that. Then I got this 95p large scrapbook, and this is the sort of scrapbooks that we used as children. This sort of like school sugar paper, and I just thought tickets. When I saw this, I went vintage tickets, faux file folders. That's what I thought when I saw this. So I thought worth 99p for the paper. I was really happy with that. Then I got this lovely box here. I thought, oh, that looked nice in my craft room. And what I liked is it's got this little ribbon here, and you just open it up and it stays open. And my little box, it just happens to be here on the edge of the here. So my box of ready-made ephemera is just fit to busting. So I can put some of the smaller elements. Will that fit in? No, not really. Some of my smaller elements will fit in here. So I can pick out smaller things that I've made, and they can be in there, and then I can reach for them and open them up and get them. That was my thoughts for that nice little box, which would also look pretty as well. And then I got fabrics. So I got this. I paid £1.50 for this. There's loads of it, and I just thought it was really nice. It's quite sheer, but I thought that's quite nice for on the inside of a journal, making a pocket on the inside cover, and so you can still see through it. That was my thoughts for this one. So I've got loads of that I can do that with. And got this. I thought, another £1.50, that this would be a nice cover for, say, an Edith Holden journal, and I can probably get 4 out of this. Possibly get 4 covers out of this. Really nice. Even if I can get 3, worth it for £1.50. It's 50p a cover. Thought that was lovely. And then finally I got this big piece here, £3.50 I paid for this. Blimmin' heck, did I? Of course, must be feeling generous that day. But I love this, and I think this make a lovely journal cover as well, and I could colour it, I'm sure, as well, but there's oodles there, absolutely oodles. So that is like 4 times that. So that's probably why I was happy to pay £3.50 for it. So yeah, that's my latest charity shop haul. My son has said I can't do it anymore after watching me doing my craft room, which isn't finished yet. So we've like 5 days in and it's still not finished. And he says, you need to just stop buying, Mum, and just use what you've got. And I mean, yeah, he's absolutely right. Can't wait for him to move out to stop giving me advice like that. But yeah, so I think, you know, my plan is that the way I'm sort of working my room is that I can actually see some of these stuff, and I want some of my old books that I am going to rip up to have them to hand to do. There are some that I'm not going to rip up. I have developed a new hobby since I started all this, and that is a love of old books that I just buy to look at or have on the shelf, which I hadn't anticipated when I started down this journey. But anyway, so yeah, he said you can't go to charity shops, and then he just loves going to charity shops with me. So it's like, so yeah. Anyway, enough of the waffle, and I'll see you all again soon. Hopefully, using some of this stuff rather than just hoarding it. Okay, bye for now.